Hello, everybody. This is Brockton Lazarus. I got home a couple hours ago. My Aunt Laurie and Uncle Brian dropped me off. I had so much fun these past 2 days at Great Wolf Lodge. I have wanted to go here my entire life. I'm 29, and I finally got to go. I had so much fun. I just have. I can't even explain how fun it is. So it all started yesterday. As I had posted, Aunt Lori picked me up around it was an 8:10 a.m. and then we went to McDonald's. Then we drove to Canada. We had to stop at the border, of course, because we had to um, talk to the people at the border. We had to give our passports. I had to answer a couple questions, and then we got to the hotel around 10:14 a.m. Since we couldn't check in until 4 p.m., since we got there like 10 at 10:15 p.m. at 10:15 a.m. and we couldn't check until 4 p.m., what we did is we went and changed into our swimsuits, and then we just put our luggage in the car, and and then we just went right down to we first went to the what is it? We first went to the water park, and oh my god, the water park was so much fun. It was so much fun. I loved it. All of the water slides and everything, it was amazing. I first went into the wave pool, and that was amazing. All the water slides that were so cool. With this wristband right here that they give you, this is both a key card for your room, so you can't lose your room key. So you send what? So you can't say, "I lost my room key," and so because you have your room key as your wristband, and your wristband right here also for specific slides. There, they have cameras where that they take pictures and part of it. Now, the one that I went on the most was the Canadian Vortex. This is similar to a slide at Seabreeze. That's an inner tube one. So it's like starts up here. There's a big tube that goes down, and then there's a giant bowl, and then up here there's a camera with a flash. And when I would go down, I made sure that I would always turn my head toward the camera and go like that. But every single picture that was taken was blurry, and it annoyed me so much. But I also went on the woolly mammoth. That's another slide. That's a tube. It's a tube one. It's a multi-person one. Aunt Lori went on it with me. So you go on a big raft, and the thing about that picture is that was a clear picture, but it only got it of Aunt Lori. Aunt Lori was facing this way. I was facing this way, and the way we came out is I came out, and the picture was of Aunt Lori looking at the camera, but my back was towards the camera, so that annoyed me. Now, the one that I got a clear picture on, the wolf tail, I went on that twice. That's a really intense slide. So you get into this pod thing. Literally, when they close it, it literally looks like a cryogenic pod. It's the weirdest thing. It looks like a cryogenic pod when they close it. So you stand like this, and you're supposed to put your head back, and then there's a countdown that's like 3, 2, 1, and then there's a not like a trapdoor. There's a platform that just opens, and you shoot straight down, and right before the that's one that has the camera, and then one right before it is when it takes your picture. I went on that twice, but the thing is about that slide, since it's so fast, I couldn't wear my goggles on, so it was hard. So I couldn't see, but I went on that, and that picture came out okay. But I forgot to at least get that. Dang it! I'll have to text Aunt Lori and see if she still has that receipt. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and they also had a hot tub, which Aunt Lori and I both went in. It was very relaxing, and then they had a regular pool, which I did go in, and then we finally were able to get to our room. I think like 2:30 we got to our room, 2:30 p.m. And we got a wolf den room, and they kind of messed up our reservation. as I had kind of said in that other video that I had posted, um, that they gave a bed for my Aunt Laurie and Uncle Brian, but they didn't give two beds. They have a kid's bunk bed, which I couldn't fit in there. Those were too small, and so I just slept on a couch bed. And then, but what I loved about our room is we had a bathtub, and oh my god, the the water in that bathtub was so hot. It was so relaxing. It was amazing. And the view from the window was amazing. The only thing that was annoying were the kids. There were when we went to bed last night around like 9:30, 9:45, there was kids outside like throwing balls like from one of the balconies to the grass then, and they were out there for freaking hours. It was so annoying. We could hardly get to sleep. It was so annoying. But for lunch when we got there, we went to Northwood Pizza Company, and I had some cheese pizza there. And my Aunt Laurie. Now, keep in mind, I'm picky about what I eat and drink, and my Aunt Laurie's a vegan. The best thing about the restaurants at Great Wolf Lodge, they accommodated both of us. Now, the Northwood Pizza Company, as I was saying, I got cheese pizza. My Aunt Laurie, since she's vegan, she was able to get a vegan pizza. She got, I think, mushrooms and onions on hers. And the best part of the restaurants at Grey Wolf Lodge is they had Barks root beer, which is my favorite. So I was able to have that. I brought some Orange Crush with me, but I didn't get to drink a lot of that. But and then after we ate at Northwood Pizza Company, we went back to the water park, and then they also have an arcade there, which is really cool. I played some games there. I got some jackpots yesterday. I got 2 jackpots on the Nerf game. There's this fishing game that I got 4 whales on. And I played some more games today, and I ended up with 2,700 tickets, I think, and there was this wolf plush that I wanted. It was 4,000, so I wasn't able to get it. But we also went mini golfing, and that was a lot of fun. It was 9 holes. I didn't do very good. And Laurie and Uncle Brian, they tied. I got 30, and they got 27 each. Here, I'll show you that. That was our scores. I got a hole in one, only twice, but yeah. And then for dinner, we went to this Barnwood restaurant. It was a really, really good restaurant. I had what did I have? I had this mac and cheese in a skillet, and it was so delicious. I absolutely loved it. It was delicious. And it was just amazing. So then we went to bed. It was hard to get to bed because there were so many kids outside and they were making so much noise. And so, I also was able to meet a couple of the mascots. I met Sammy the Squirrel and Brinley the Bear. That was really cool. I got some pictures with them. We also, there was a bowling alley, a small bowling alley at the arcade. And it was really cool. They had this at a similar arcade that I went to in Canada a long time ago. But so the bowling balls are just like balls like this, and then the pins are like at the end of the lane, but they're on strings. And we ended up, my score was 111. Aunt Laurie won. She got 125, and Uncle Brian got 102. So, but it was fun. And then that's what we did that night. We also, I'm trying to think what else. Today, they woke up earlier than I did, so I woke up around like 7:50, I think. 7:50 a.m. I think I woke up. And I took my meds. I went down to the buffet downstairs and we had breakfast there, and then we went back upstairs. I showered and got ready for the day, because since we had to check out at 11 a.m., what we did is we put all of our stuff in the car, and then I just had my backpack with some extra clothes in the locker room. So we went and spent the majority of the morning there at the pool, and it was a lot of fun. And Laurie, I was able to get her to go on one ride, as I don't know if I said that earlier, but yeah. But then I played. What else did I do? Besides doing more of the arcade this morning or this afternoon, I'm trying to think what else. But I had so much fun at Great Wolf Lodge. So then, after, what we did is, right after we left the hotel around like 3, maybe, I think? 3 o'clock we left the hotel. We went to the Hard Rock Cafe in Canada, and that was really good. But what we passed is there's a hotel in Canada called the Brock Hotel, my hotel. Since my name is Brockton, I say it's my hotel. I went there a long time ago with my dad. That's another hotel that has a water park inside. I went to that a long, long time ago. So when we got to I made sure to get out and have my Aunt Laurie take a picture of me in front of the Brock Hotel with the sign that says Brock Hotel, and I went inside to the lobby, and I went to the front desk and said, I say to the front desk lady, "Hi, excuse me, I'm the owner of this hotel. My name's Brockton. I wanted to know if I can get a free room here for tonight." And I showed her my ID, and she laughed at that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a free night, but I had to go in and make a video of that, and as I had posted it earlier, but I had to make a video of something like that. And I also gave her some of my YouTube business cards if she could hand out there, since my name is Brockton and it's the Brock Hotel. So she says she would probably be able to. So I gave her a bunch of my business cards. I was able to hand out some at the Great Wolf Lodge. I only got about 6 subscribers. I'm at 821 right now. The reason I couldn't hand out a lot, because I didn't know that the majority of the people there the majority of the kids there were gonna be little kids, so I wasn't able to hand out a lot of them. But yeah, so we ate dinner over at the Hard Rock Cafe. The chicken tenders I had were fantastic. While we were waiting for our food, I went and did a video, as I showed you guys, of the Hershey shop and of the Coca-Cola shop, and those were really cool. So, and then after we were all done there, I think it was like around 4:15 or 4:30, we left, and we drove to the border, and we had to go say what we did at the border, and then we just drove home. It was a nice quiet ride home. I just was on my phone. I was watching stuff on my phone. Was watching the Miraculous special. I watched Miraculous World London: The Edge of Time. I watched that on my phone. I had the window down, so there was a nice breeze coming in, so I could hardly hear it, but I had my earbuds in. So, but then Aunt Laurie dropped me off around, I think I got home at 6:15, maybe I got home, 6:15 p.m., but I had so much fun. I had so much fun on this vacation these 2 days. Aunt Laurie and Uncle Brian are such wonderful people, and I love them so much, and I'm so happy that they took me on this vacation. Now, I'm going to show you guys what I got for my souvenirs. So, Aunt Laurie got me this. Aunt Laurie got me this Great Wolf Lodge sweatshirt right here. She got me this. So, this is really cool. I like this. Now, I got this Great Wolf Lodge t-shirt. Now this glows in the dark, so this is cool. Now, this was a problem because these shirts are made of 100% cotton, so they shrink. I wear adult large, so we had to get an extra large just in case it shrinks in the dryer. So, but yeah, this is really cool. I also got some souvenir pennies, as I had showed you guys in that video that I made earlier. We had to, since there's no more pennies in circulation anymore, what we had to do is we had to exchange money for Canadian dollar coins, and then we got tokens from the gift shop, which were free. And then I did 4 different souvenir pennies. So I got one is of, it says Great Wolf Lodge Mountain Police right here. This other one is Violet the Squirrel, it looks like. It says Great Wolf Lodge. I think this is Violet the Squirrel. This is Niagara Falls Great Wolf Lodge. It looks like that's the falls in a barrel right there. And then this is the Great Wolf Lodge with the bear paw logo. So I got that there. I also got some souvenirs for my friends. My friend, my coworker, Sophie, who works with me at the Common Thread Brews at the YMCA, I got her a souvenir. I got her a souvenir magnet with her name on it. I'm working with Sophie on Thursday, and I do a closing shift with Sophie on Thursday, so I can give this to her. I got one for my friend Alyssa, who just moved in to my apartment complex a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to give this to her when I see her next. I've been running into her so much now that she lives here. I've been running into her when I've been going out on my scooter. I bought this keychain for myself, this Great Wolf Lodge keychain. I bought this for my best friend Brian Combs from the Strathallan Hotel. I bought him this keychain. It's kind of like a holographic thing a little bit, and then it's holographic on this side. And then, what I also bought is, I got these wolf slippers. These are really cool. I bought these yesterday, and then I wore them this morning when I went down for breakfast. And, oh my god, these were so comfy. Here, let me put them on and I'll show you guys. These wolf slippers are really comfy. I mean, they're kind of hard to get on, but they're very, very comfy, and they're huge. They're very big. So, this is what they are. They're really cool. I really, really like these. They're very big. They're very big. I was joking, saying, these don't make any, like, paw prints. I was saying this would be a good prank to do to somebody, to do paw prints, wolf paw prints in the snow. Do that, but these don't make any paw print things, because the bottom is just that. It's not a paw print imprint on the bottom, but, yeah. But, all in all, I had a awesome 2 days at Great Wolf Lodge with my Aunt Laurie and Uncle Brian. Thank you to both of them. I love you both. This was a vacation I will never forget. So, alright everybody, well, thanks for watching. I wanted to let you all know what happened at Great Wolf Lodge. I mean, I showed you guys what was going on throughout the past 2 days, because I was posting everything, but I wanted to give you an update of everything, just let you guys know everything that went on. So, alright everybody, well, thanks for watching. Oh, now I almost forgot. My next trip is coming up. Is the Everfree Northwest Convention in August. That I'm excited about. I cannot wait for that. That's the one that I got the King Suite in, and that's where I'm staying the multiple days in, so I'm excited about that. I've got saved money to use. I've got like $900 saved right now. I've been taking money out of my paychecks to save, so yeah, but I cannot wait to go to that convention in August, especially since I have that sponsor pass. I'm just really excited. So, everybody, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!